Hi guys and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm here with a very exciting video. This is going to be my first update for my second round of the hashtag Roulette pan collab, and I think it's the overall fourth round. So I'm just going to go through the products in the order, starting from the lowest number going up, and the first one is an old favorite, and for that one I chose the Chanel Perfection Lumiere Velvet Foundation. I didn't have very much left of this when I first put it in, and this is an opaque bottle so I couldn't mark it, but I'm happy to report that this is all done. This only took me about 2 weeks to finish, so I haven't been using this for the majority of the month, but I'm really excited to have this foundation out of my collection. So the next product on my list is for the category a product out of your comfort zone, and for that product I chose a highlighter, and not any highlighter, I chose a colorful highlighter, and this one is from Colourpop and it's in the shade Monster. It is the highlighter that I'm wearing today. I don't know if the camera will pick it up, but it is kind of like a pink highlighter, and I have actually been loving this. So my goal for this is to hit pan, and I'm going to insert the picture of where I was last time. And you guys, I actually managed to hit pan. This one is quite squishy and it's easy to move the product around. So the pan has actually gone from being really small to larger, then smaller again. But I tried to even this out, but I still hit pan over and over again, so I will count this as done, which is really exciting, and I didn't expect to hit pan in this so fast. I know that there's tons of product left in this, but I will actually pull this out of the project as my goal was to hit pan, and I am really enjoying this, and I'm not as scared of using this anymore as I was previously, because I just think this is really pretty and it's a beautiful highlighter. So 2 products down, and let's move on to the third category, which was a sparkly product, and for that I chose another Colourpop product, and I chose one of their SuperShock shadows, and this one is in the shade So Quiche. So when I first put this in the project I hadn't used it much. I think I only used it maybe 2 or 3 times, but I'm going to insert a picture of where I was last time. And this is where I am today. So with these I try to wear them down as evenly as possible, because I know it's really easy to hit pan on these, and you can kind of see the ring in the middle, but I haven't hit pan yet, so I'm going to continue working on this, and hopefully I will be able to hit pan for next update. But so I've been loving using this with some of my Panda palette shadows, especially the grey one, which is called Night Sky. Those two together gives a really beautiful look, and this kind of takes away some of the really gunmetal kind of shade. So I got some really good use out of this one over the last month, and like I said, I'm going to continue working on it for the next month as well. So the next category that I drew last time was a product that is hyped on YouTube, and for that I chose the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Palettes, and this is the first edition. And I hadn't touched this much when I first put it in the project. I've had this for about 2 years, but I just didn't reach for it, and I think that is because I was trying to save it, and I thought that, I don't know, I wanted to save it for special occasions, but then I ended up never reaching for it. So I'm going to insert a picture of where it was when I initially put it in the project. And you can see this is where I am today. So I haven't hit pan, as you can see, and my goal is to hit pan on these, or one of the shades, but you can see that I'm flattening down, especially this shade and this shade. This one is quite thick around here, but it's getting really thin there, so not sure how much the camera will pick it up, but this is definitely flattening out, and yeah, I'm really enjoying this. I've been loving using them, and I use all of these every single day now. I use this shade, which is called Dim Light. I use that to set my whole face, except underneath my eyes, where I initially put on a loose powder, and then I kind of dust that away with this one, which is Incandescent Light, and then I use the final shade Radiant Light as my bronzer shade, and I think this works really well as a bronzer for me. It is definitely too dark for me to use all over my face, but yeah, I've been loving using this so much, and I'm really happy to have put this in the project, because I actually started using this loads, and I think that even going forward after this project I'm probably going to continue using this every single day, because I've been loving it. So I only have 2 products left, and the next category that I chose last time was something overrated, and for that I chose the LA Girl Pro Conceal, and this one is in the shade Porcelain. So when I initially put it in I marked it as right there, but as you can see I have finished it. It looks like there's some product left on the top here, but I have squeezed this over and I won't get anything else out of it. I could cut this open if I wanted to, and as you can see there is some on the side here, but I don't think I will cut this open. I don't think it's good enough for me to kind of fuff around with that. Like the category suggests, I definitely think this is overrated. This was so hyped about a year ago on YouTube, and I just don't find it to be that great. It's really drying, and I don't think it's that high coverage either. So this is not something that I would repurchase. I don't recommend it either. Perhaps if you have really oily skin this would work, but it doesn't really set down either. It just kind of emphasizes the dryness underneath my eyes. But either way, I have used it up, and like I said, I marked it quite high up last time, but there must have been a large air bubble in this because I did not use as much as this previous months, so I would say either I marked it incorrectly or there was a large air bubble in this. But either way, it's out of my collection, which I'm really excited about because I have been fighting with this concealer for so long, and I'm so happy to have it out so I can move on to some concealers I love much more. And then for the final category, I chose an eyeshadow from a palette you don't reach for often, and for that I chose the Dual Intensity eyeshadow palette from NARS. This one is really grubby, as you can see. That's one thing I don't like about this, is packaging. And also this is a palette that I don't think is that great. So I will insert the picture of the color I chose last time, which is called Andromeda. And this is where I am today. So you can definitely start seeing the wear on this. The pattern is definitely worn off, which is really good. And I'm actually starting to get a tiny dip in this. I didn't use this for about the first week, 2 weeks of the project because I was working on my nude shade in my Panda palette, but spoiler alert, that is all done now. So I have started using this instead. I think this works really great setting my eyeshadow base. However, it is a bit, it's not matte, it's kind of like a satiny shade, and sometimes I just feel like my shadows look a bit glittery even in the crease when using this. Either way, I will continue using this. And it works for what I wanted to do, so yeah, I'm just happy to get some use out of this palette. I'm actually thinking about maybe decluttering this after I have gotten some use out of this palette, especially like these 3 shades, because the rest of them I'm not that interested in, and I don't really know why I picked this palette up because, as you probably know, I don't really wear dark eyeshadows like this. But yeah, I'm just gonna continue working on this for next month as well. So very exciting this month. I actually reached my goal on 3 of the items out of the 6, which means I actually reached my goal on half the product, which is awesome. So I'm just gonna move on to picking some new categories so I can roll 3 more items in for next month. So I have my phone here with the app Pretty Random. Someone asked me last time what the app I use is called, and it's called Pretty Random, and I know it's available for iPhone, not sure if it's available for Android though. But I'll put in 1 through 50 and I'm just gonna press randomize. The first number is 45, which is something from a lesser known brand, and I had this in my previous round, so I'm just going to pick a new number, which is 38, which is something you are afraid to pan. Haven't had this yet, so that will be interesting. The second category will be 20, which I already had last time as well, which is a product you don't reach for enough. But I'm going to draw a new number because, like I said, I had it last round. And that will be 13, which I haven't had, and that is a product you received as a gift. And the last category that I drew was 36, which is a product from NYX. So I will go and try to find the products that I want to pan, and I will be right back. So I'm back and I've chosen my products, so I'll go through them in the order that I drew them. And the first one I picked was something that I'm afraid to pan, and I think this is kind of something that most people are afraid to pan just because how long it takes to use up one of these, and that is a blush. And for that I've chosen the Benefit Dandelion blush, and this one has seen better days because the packaging is very battered. But I actually already have massive pan on this, but since this project is only until March, I know that I won't be able to finish up a full blush. So my goal is to use up as much of this as possible. Hopefully I will be able to use it up, but I don't think I will because I know blushes takes forever to pan. And as there is so much pan in this, I think I will actually repress this after filming this video so that my kind of intro picture will be with this repressed, if that makes sense. But yeah, this will be my first product. So the second product I picked is something that you received as a gift, and for that I've chosen the Smashbox Photo Finish Pore Minimizing Primer. I actually got this from a fellow YouTuber. I purchased the Colourpop Element of Surprise palette from Alexi here, which is actually one of the creators of this project. And when I received the palette, she actually included some goodies in there, and this was one of them. This one I haven't used yet, so this is brand new, and this is only a deluxe size sample, but I think this will last me for quite a while still, because it is a pore minimizing primer, so I will only use this kind of in my T-zone area. And then for the category something from NYX, I have chosen an eyeliner, and this one is one of their NYX Wonder Pencils in the shade Light. So this one is a nude eyeliner, and I haven't used this much at all. You can see that it's basically brand new. And my goal for this will be to go past the pencil. So as you can see, it is, like I said, brand new almost, and my goal is to go through there, because I know that I won't be able to finish all of this before the end of the project. But this will basically be half of the pencil, so yeah, that will be my goal. So that, guys, was all for this video. Please go and check out the playlist with all of the lovely ladies that are doing this project. It will be linked down below, as always. And if you're coming from someone else's channel, please subscribe to my channel. I would love to have you in the family. I do tons of project pan videos each month. And yeah, I hope you're having the best of days, and I will talk to you in my next video. Bye, guys!